Alright, welcome back to my little short update. It's storming and I'm kind of stuck in here, you know. I could make a run for it. I don't need to. Purpose I'm here today to fix some mess ups. I got sawdust everywhere. I did make my water storage cabinet like I spoke about. I need to still make a door on this side so I can hold two 6-gallon water cans right here, and I can store 2 or more outside the rear deck. There's an oak top. I don't plan on staining it. I'm just gonna put the clear on it. I did make a few mess ups on it, a little uneven cut, but I'm fine with it. It's solid, it's oak, it's good, it's staying. I had just enough room. I could have made it another inch wider and the futon still would have fit. And I was debating on continuing this shelf all the way back here because this is wasted space right here. What I'm gonna use this space for is to store the linens, like the pillows and the blankets. It's all gonna be stored back there. And once you want to make the bed, of course, you lean it forward, pull your linens out, slide the futon, lay it down. Thinking about doing that. I'm not sure. I had an issue with my water. Yes, I did. Everything's tore up. Everything is a mess. I praise this little water pump, by the way. The problem I was having, I'll show you in here. See, my floor is wet along the ends right here and along the walls, wet. And I thought, well, maybe it's all that bad rain, you know. So what I wanted doing was, you know, I wanted to test my water pump system. You know, what if I'd rather it not be the rain that's wetting my floor. So I decided I ran 18 gallons of water, and I kept getting air in the pump. I kept getting air in the pump, so I wound up undoing the line here and put it straight to my tank. Pump worked flawless. So that told me I had a leak in my suction line, somewhere in my suction. So what I wound up doing was I made a temporary line. It didn't work out. What's happening is my line that goes through the floor, either one of these fittings is not on all the way. You see the little green tab? That's how you know the line's in all the way. I'm thinking at one end of my 90 on that side. I ain't got much light here. Let's see if I can get a little bit of light. But I mean, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. I think the bottom end on my 90, that's under the floor right here, is not completely in, and I have no way to access it. Because if you remember my build, I have a 1/2 inch plywood decking, 1 inch foam board with 1/2 inch ply sandwiched on top of that. So that means that water is leaking. I have a channel carved in here in that foam for this hose. I made sure to avoid all my screws, careful measurements to where none of my screws, even for my decking underneath, wouldn't penetrate my hose. And my hose is not screwed down because I can grab the 90 and I can move the hose a little bit, about 1/8 inch. I can feel it got play in it. If it was screwed down, it would be tight from the start. So I think my fitting is not in all the way. A way to solve it, which I could do at a later point and still reuse the line, I have to cut a big section out right here to better look at that fitting. I don't think I'm willing to do that right now. But I spoke in a previous video about how an extra line running. This line goes up the wall, jumps over through the ceiling, and comes down to this side. That was a future install line in case I ever decide to put a residential toilet and a sewage tank on here. I would have had a pressured water access. Well, now I'm not worried about going that route because I had to use that line to go to my tank. Still got some residual water right here. I'm putting everything together. I just put all this together. So that's what I was dealing with today. Water leaks, lines, water storage. I'm happy the way this came out. It's the perfect height for an armrest, and I had just enough room. So that's a short video update while I deal with the storm. And surprisingly, the radar is not showing any rain, but as you can hear from the thunder, it's a good little storm coming through. So yeah, I'll catch y'all on the next one. Maybe on the next video I'll have all this cleaned out and give y'all the full tour. The water pump does work. It is on. surprisingly, this pump sucks the water. When I swap tanks, it'll suck the water from the tank all the way up the wall, over and back to the pump in probably about 30 seconds it takes. It's a diaphragm pump, so you can run it dry and it won't hurt it. And it's advertised as a 6-foot head pressure, which means they can suck water from 6 foot vertical, like downhill. So what it's trying to do is sucking the water 6'5" uphill, almost 8 foot across, and then once it gets across, it drops down another 6'5" to the pump. So I'm very happy with the pump. It's doing its job. See y'all on the next one.